What's up, everybody? My name is Lisa, for those of you that may not know. Okay, so I'm just going to get right into it. Today is December the 3rd, but of course, whenever I am like a firm believer in like whatever, I was just going to say, if it was up for me, I wouldn't put any of the zodiac signs on the monthly readings because I really feel like if the title grabs you, that's what you're supposed to watch, and everybody has like so many different signs in their chart, and you could be embodying any of the characteristics of any particular sign at any moment. So it's like really whatever you're drawn to, that's what's meant for you. Okay, sorry about that. And it is up to me. I mean, it's my channel. I don't have to put the zodiac signs on there, but I do it because I know you guys like it, so it makes it easier. All right, but just know, if you feel guided to another video, don't not watch it because it's not under your sign. Okay, anyway. Whew. Um, Developing healthy tolerance. Many of us are skilled at denying and discounting what hurts us. We may endure a particular situation, and I want to tell you that I've started reading this with you guys. Like, I'm no longer reading it like because I would read it early in the morning, but I'm reading this when I read it with you so that um we're just like in the moment with whatever it is, because it doesn't matter how many times I've gone through this book, because you can see like I've had this book for a long time. So I mean, it's been like over 10 years, and it's like I don't remember what it says, it's like every year these passages hit me differently. So anyway, okay. All right. Many of us are skilled at denying and discounting what hurts. We may endure a particular situation, telling ourselves repeatedly, it's not that bad. We shouldn't be so demanding. It'll change any day. We should be able to live with it. It doesn't annoy us. The other person didn't really mean it. It doesn't hurt. Maybe it's just us. We may fight and argue with ourselves about the reality and validity of our pain, our right to feel it and do something about it. Often we will tolerate too much, or so much that we become furious and refuse to tolerate anymore. We can learn to develop healthy tolerance. We do that by setting healthy boundaries and trusting ourselves to own our power with people. This is unbelievable. I'll tell you when we're done. We can lessen our pain and suffering by validating and paying attention to ourselves. We can work at shortening the time between identifying a need to set a boundary and taking clear, direct action. We aren't crazy. Some behaviors really do bug us. Some behaviors really are inappropriate, annoying, hurtful, or abusive. We don't have to feel guilty about taking care of ourselves once we identify a boundary that needs to be set. Look at the experience as an experiment in owning your power, in establishing new, healthy boundaries and limits for ourselves. We don't have to feel guilty or apologize or explain ourselves after we've set a boundary. We can learn to accept the awkwardness and discomfort of setting boundaries with people. Wow. We can establish our rights to have these limits. We can give up the other person room to have and explore his or her feelings. We can give ourselves room to have our feelings as we struggle to own our power and create good working relationships. Once we can trust our ability to take care of ourselves, we will develop healthy, reasonable tolerance of others. Let me read that again. Once we can trust our ability to take care of ourselves, we will develop healthy, reasonable tolerance of others. God help me begin striving for healthy boundaries and healthy tolerance for myself and others. So again, like with this, once we can trust our ability to take care of ourselves, we will develop healthy, reasonable tolerance of others. So that just instantly made me think of like, loving ourselves first. We can't love anybody else until we love ourselves. So it's the whole oxygen mask thing, in the airplane. They tell you put your oxygen mask on first before you start trying to put the oxygen mask on anybody else. So, this passage today is kind of like blowing me away because, I mean, it really shouldn't, but earlier today I was moved to write something on my Instagram, and um, from a meme I'd seen, and you can check it out, but it goes hand in hand with this, because that let me read it. I'll just read it. But my Instagram is in the description box. But it was also, the meme was, and you can read what I wrote just on your own if you want, but it says, walk like a king, or like you don't give a fuck who's the king. And it was, the channeling that I got was all about like this empowerment, and the songs that I got down, like that I heard, were Moral of the Story by Ash. Okay, so which is all about like, there's a line in there. The line that I heard was um, something about making a mistake. That's okay. That's all right. But there's another line in there that just was brought to my attention right now, was you can think that you're in love, but you're really just in pain. And like, that's a powerful statement right there, and anyway, it's just really connected. And the other, like towards the end, the whole passage that I got, the whole message that I wrote out was basically about like owning who you are, recognizing that you are made up of spirit and matter, which, like, you are the king, of your own world. And to not worry about what other people are considering. It says we do that by setting healthy boundaries and trusting ourselves to own our power with people. It says we can lessen our pain and suffering by validating and paying attention to ourselves. We can work at shortening the time between identifying a need to set a boundary and taking clear, direct action. We aren't crazy. Some behaviors really do bug us. So we don't have to feel guilty about taking care of ourselves once we identify a boundary that needs to be set. And I mean, that is so much information right there. Like, that is just so powerful. Um, at least the recognition of that has been so powerful in my own life. And even this I've had to do in baby steps, and um, first it was like, just taking care of or being able to set boundaries with people at work, and then being able to set boundaries with people that like aren't really a part of my life at all, just like, acquaintances, or whatever order it went to. And then like the more, like the people that get closer and closer to my heart, I guess, it's like, it has always been more difficult for me to like really not feel guilty about the boundaries that I've wanted to put down. And for a long time, I myself didn't lay these boundaries down because I either didn't feel like I had the right to do it because of who they were in my life, or because I felt guilty, like I didn't want to hurt their feelings. But meanwhile, like, I'm dying inside. You know what I mean? So it's just really blown my mind, like how much everything is connected. And it doesn't really blow my mind. Like, I know that everything's connected, but when I see proof of it and it just continues to pop up, like kind of like how like these passages have been going hand in hand with these oracle cards that I've been pulling at the same time. So, setting healthy boundaries, um, and just to kind of connect it with what we were talking about yesterday, like, like I listen to like all these podcasts, or not podcasts, but I watch things on YouTube, and there's different people, like that a lot of people associate like the twin flame journey with this, like they consider it very toxic because they associate it with like the role of narcissistic and codependent connection, which, I can like totally see the relation and where they're doing that, or why they would connect that. But here on my channel, okay, at least, and I can only speak for myself and my own experience, okay? I don't know what any other tarot card reader does or any other twin flame reader does, or how they see, how anybody else views their twin flame journey. But for me, my twin flame journey has been about moving through and facing my codependent behaviors. Okay. I don't know that my counterpart is a narcissist. I don't really like to use label. Actually, twin flame is and starseed are the only two words in my whole entire life that I've actually called myself. So, um, I don't ever really, so I don't know, and that's a term that's like comes from, medicine, whatever. And, I've read about it. I've been doing a lot of reading about it, and the relationships between codependency and narcissist, and how anyone can really be a narcissist. And, meaning like man or woman, or, and you can meet them anywhere. And there are many similar attributes, I guess, between the twin flame journey and a relationship, like being in a relationship with a narcissist. Okay. The thing is, for me, the difference is that this is just my personal opinion, is that throughout my journey and throughout my movement of through my movement of like releasing my codependency, working on that, like listen, first off, when I'm speaking, I want you guys to understand that I never expect to be completely healed, or like this is a journey. Like, we're learning as we're going, at least I am, and two steps forward, one step back, three steps forward, one step back, however it goes, but it's just a process. I'm learning to have fun with life. I've been learning how to not take myself so fucking serious. Okay. I share with you this stuff because, um, you know, I stayed stuck for a really long time. And by stuck, I mean, I lived my life to make other people happy rather than myself. And it was a very sorry existence for a really long time. And today I don't live like that, and I push myself every day to continue to step more and more into who I am, which is what I want to promote, like what I want to help people with, um, why I do readings. It's why I do the twin flame readings in the first place, because when we go one on one and you guys come to me um, for readings, you know, we get to grow together, my the guidance that I receive from spirit to like pass on, it's like it's to help you move forward, to help you really truly step into who and what you are, and like I said, how I've come to understand it is that I'm never going to be 100%. I'm constantly going to have to be working on myself. There's always going to be new information. My perspective is constantly going to change. Just because I agree with how something was like 2 weeks ago doesn't mean that 2 weeks later I could find out that, hey, you know what? I don't think that way anymore, or I don't see it that way anymore. My perspective continues to change. Um, my I just want to help. I want to help. I don't want anybody feeling small, anybody feeling stuck, anybody feeling like um, they can't be better than what somebody else thinks of them. Like that, I just stayed stuck in that belief for so long in my life. I mean, I'm 48 years old and I finally feel like I'm like living for myself. And I just feel like that is so sad. I mean, it's great that I finally like figured it out and I'm doing it, but the fact that, I mean, there's some people older than me, you know? This is why I love people like Gary Vee, okay? Um, oh my God, that man, he just like blows me away, okay? And the fact that he can reach so many people, but he reaches them of all ages. I've seen him talking to like 11 and 12-year-old kids, you know, and just letting them know that they don't have to listen to anybody, you know, like their parents, they might be wrong, you know, like I didn't, when I was 11 or 12 years old, I didn't even think about ever that the fact that maybe in my head I knew they were wrong, but I wouldn't dare freaking say it out loud, you know what I mean? And anyway, it's just a beautiful thing. And it's never, it's never too late to start living your life for you. That's why I want to do these, you know, read out of this book with you, because it's been such a healing tool for me. And, you know, and I want to do the twin flame journey because like the twin flame, it's like, yeah, you know, it does. It puts you on this path. At least it has for me. It's put me on this path towards wholeness within myself, to a balance within myself, to a connection in my higher power. Okay, to the trust within who and what I am and what I stand for. And because when I started the journey, I wasn't as confident as I am today. You know, I wasn't even aware that I always wanted to be as independent as I feel today. You know, I didn't ever really, I thought I was, you know, 6 years ago when I started the twin flame journey, when I really spiritually woke up. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to draw one of these cards. See what happens. All right, give me one card for the collective today. Earth. Wow, look at that card. And it's a number 17. I love that number. Yeah, look at these blue eyes. I'm really drawn to the blue eyes. Some of you watching this, you might like have blue eyes, but there's something about like the eyes. It's like the truth is in the eyes. Maybe there's something about yeah, what do they say? Like the eyes are the passageway to the soul, the keyholes to the soul or something like that. What's at the bottom? We're going to read about this. Ooh, the tree of life. Just 58. So that's a 13. Change, transformation, ending, which like rebirth. All right, let's read this. 17. Sorry, this is kind of long today, but whatever. Just go with the flow here. All right. The essence. Earth represents the gift of life. The symbol on this card refers to the body of the planet Earth, the human body, and nature herself. We're reminded by this symbol that all creatures are born of the earth, and human beings are the stewards of all life on this planet. It refers to what we make of it, our health, wealth, security, grounding, solidity, and stability. It reminds us that the world of form is a gift from spirit and needs to be treated with respect. The invitation. When the earth symbol appears, it represents a need to focus on reverence and appreciation for the natural gifts that are coming to you now and always. The concrete world you inhabit is there by the grace of spirit, and you are part of it. Much can be accomplished now when you focus on compassionate, reverent service to the world. If you act with integrity, gratitude, and humility, you will find yourself more prosperous than you can imagine. Success is assured when the earth appears as an invitation. Wow. Okay. The medicine. Do you feel ungrounded or easily thrown off your path lately? It is time to focus on what nurtures you, to open yourself to the healing of Mother Earth and see the abundant world around you. Perhaps you have lost the ability to trust that your needs will be met and have fallen prey to poverty consciousness. Perhaps you have not been eating well, been overworked and stressed, and forgotten to breathe in the beauty of your surroundings. When the spirit of earth comes as your medicine, you're being reminded that when you practice self-care, take a walk in nature, and focus on the consciousness of abundance, miracles can and do happen. Putting yourself first. Let's see what this one is. The tree of life. Okay. I'm going to read about the tree of life. 58. Taking care of yourself first. It's putting that oxygen mask on yourself first before you start putting the oxygen mask on other people. So where have you been neglecting yourself? It's not time to do that now. Okay. All of it is connected. You should read the thing on Instagram too if you're moved to. All right. So tree of life. The tree of life is a sacred symbol throughout the Americas. Its deep roots reach into the lower world, the unconscious, while its branches reach to the heavens and the source of destiny. To be whole in your life's journey, it is important to have deep roots and high branches. A tall tree with shallow roots falls in the first wind, but a tree with deep roots can weather any storm. Dang. The invitation to find health and balance in your life. Reflect on how you dance with your actions, your thoughts, and your feelings. If you are too much in your thinking head or in a world of fantasies and daydreaming, connect more with your roots and physical body. If you are caught in mechanical doing and you are feeling stuck and not able to imagine a better life for yourself, open yourself to be inspired by the heavens. Let your roots and branches be aligned with your heart's longing. The medicine. What nutrients do you need to add to your soil to grow strong? The seed of the oak will not grow on barren ground or without the light of the sun. What dreams do you want to awaken to create a mindful destiny? Reflect on how you want to blossom, the kind of fruit you want to produce, and where you want to sow your new seeds. Be a conscious creator. Okay, so put yourself first. Okay, maybe if you feel like, okay, they're saying what it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Okay, I feel like there's something within your stability that you're supposed to be working on, and possibly you've been distracted from, like, there's been some sort of interference, like possibly you've been, yeah, consumed with like your counterpart or consumed with just other people. There's been other things that you've been putting forward in front of your own self-care, but also I feel like there's some sort of business people are working on that you're supposed to be focused on. And this is why um I just heard somebody's like feeling alone. Like this is why you're feeling alone. You're not really alone, um, but you are without distraction. Okay, so it's be still. I just heard be still and know that I am God, and be still. Um, to connect with the earth, to yeah, they say rehydrate. So some of you need to drink more water. You haven't been drinking water. Rehydrate, recuperate, and refresh. That's what they just said. Okay. And get down to business. Make a plan. Some of you need to write out a business plan. Like just start with the basics. It's like step by step. Like be okay with step by step progress, but get started. Okay, they're saying to read this one too. Okay, this says stand still. So let's see what this has to do with whatever. When standstill appears, it's a symbol of pausing, the act of observation and breathing space. Yeah, so I guess it's like maybe some of you are in a rush to have something happen, but it's like it's not going to happen like that. Like it's happening step by step by step because you're supposed to be enjoying the ride, the flow of things, enjoying the process of learning about yourself and about others. I heard giving back. Okay. It represents the benefit of temporary non-action as well as what happens when one is stuck. When things seems to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, this symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Whoa. Perhaps it's time to gather more information or just wait until the universe makes the next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. Enjoy it. Let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge, and take the focus off whatever has stalled. Life will get busy again for you sooner than you think. Time to get out of analysis paralysis. Dang. Didn't we start off saying that? Like somebody's overthinking? Did I say that at the beginning of the reading? I remember thinking it because I kept on talking about stuff. I was like, maybe somebody's like overthinking. All right, anyway. Time to get out of analysis paralysis. Standstill invites you to turn within, breathe, and recognize this is a condition of the moment. It allows you the opportunity to bear witness to whatever is going on before movement resumes. This is also an opportunity to abort a project to exit before damage. And it may also be time to relieve you of an unnecessary burden you took on without considering the cost. Which one it is depends on your stopping, taking a deep breath, quieting your mind, and removing all your distractions. Then you can make your next move in a grounded, relaxed, detached way. When something doesn't go the way you think it should, remember the following: what is yours cannot be taken. Dang. What's meant for you will never miss you. All right, you heard it. All right, so take the time, enjoy the process, okay? Slow and steady wins the race. There you go, guys. I love you. Thanks for being here with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.